Hey, how's it going? Good. Okay, so now we're on lesson 4, I believe, and we're going to be learning a great new move today. But let's go up to where we were from last week. So here we go. Big deep breath. Drop those bags of all your worries and stress. Take off your big jacket, all that stress and anxiety, and drop it down. Remember, you're in that circle. That's your good circle. That's your good place. Okay, big deep breath. Okay, now we start to sink the weight into the right foot. So sink it, sink it, sink it, sink it. And you sink it to where the left foot all of a sudden is going to say, I'm ready to be moved. So keep sinking it until you feel that the left leg is like, okay, we can go. And now you just step out. Shoulder width, and now we go into Wuji. So now we just let everything sink. Remember, we keep the bones up though. So we're pulling on all the fascia. Everything's pulling down. So here we go. We inhale. Exhale. Yes, good job. Here's where we're gonna go today. That's called Stork Spreads Its Wings. It's the first half of Stork Spreads Its Wings because here's the second half. But we're gonna do that next week because that actually goes into this move called brush knee push step. So we're going to just go up to here today. So one more time. So we are from parting the wild horse's mane. Let's just go through it real quick. Remember, we're in our front stance. If you have not watched the video about front stance, I'm not sure which side it's going to be, but please watch the video on the front stance so at least you know what we're looking for. Okay, so the front stance, and we've just thrown our frisbee, we've thrown our phone out the window, and we've patted our dog or the small child. So here we are. So the next step is this. And then we go to here. Okay, good. All right, let's break it down. Let's do the hands first. So give your legs a break. So here we go. We just threw the frisbee and patted the dog. So we want to grab a ball. Now remember, the first one we did, the left hand was below. We carry that over. So this one we're going to switch the hands. So now the left hand is on the top. The right hand is on the bottom. So as we threw our frisbee, this hand that got thrown out, it doesn't do hardly any work. It just turns over. So the frisbee hand just turns over. So that's easy, right? And now the other hand has to do all the work and come down to here. So here, so the frisbee hand turns over. The other hand is there. So now we're holding the ball again, but we're just not, we switched it, right? Okay, so from here to there. Easy enough so far, right? Now, in true Tai Chi fashion, whatever is down is going to go up, whatever's up is going to go down, whatever's high is low, and low is high, and whatever's light and heavy is heavy and light. This is the principle. That's it, the spinning of that, the yin and yang, spinning, spinning, spinning. Changes, we're always changing. So what we're going to do, after we throw, we have our ball like this. The hand that's down is going to come up, and the hand that's up is going to come down. So left is on the top, remember, right is on the bottom. And now right is going to be on the top and left is on the bottom. Don't worry about your feet yet. I know you're jumping ahead. Stop it. Okay. All right. Now, what is this shape? Now, you're going to see a lot, if you Google, Stork Spreads Her Wings, you're going to see all kinds of variations of this. You're going to see ones that are very, they're pretty small. You're going to see some that are really extreme. Mine's usually kind of in the middle, but I like to show it to you kind of big, so then you can really see the structure of it. And if you want to make it a little smaller, that's fine, you can make it smaller. But for the purposes of this, mine's going to be, here. What I want you to imagine is if you took this shape, which is let's call that the moon, all right? So you have the moon, both palms are up. Let's say you cut your moon right in half, and my left side of my moon just drops, boom. See, that's it. So there's the moon, cut the moon in half, and drop the left side. So that's the shape we want. So from here to there. And you can kind of check it in the mirror. And you want to be able to see that nice symmetry that's going on here, that nice wave. And just look how cool this is. If I drew a big circle around, what would that look like? Isn't that cool? Yes, so it's kind of like big yin and yang symbol. It's awesome, right? So, but that's the symbol, that's what we want. So from here to there. Okay, that's the hands. Now actually the feet are really not too bad at all. So we were in our front stance. We're just doing the feet now, so just give your hands a break. So here's the feet. So what we're going to do is remember we are 60-40 in our front stance. So I'm going to keep pouring my weight into the left foot. So keep pouring it, pouring it, pouring it. So this is like 60, 70, 80. And when this foot, your back foot, your right foot tells you, yes, I can move. So you want this as heavy as you can. Then you bring it up. All right, so here you are. Left foot is forward, right foot's back. You keep pouring the weight into the left foot, into the left foot, and wait for the right foot. Yes, let go. Then you can bring it in. Don't try to drag a foot that doesn't want to go, because then you're going to be clunky and it's going to look wooden and it's not going to work. Okay, so I'm putting my hands like that so you just can concentrate on the legs, on the feet. So you pour heavier, heavy, 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 lighter, 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 and lift it up. Now, what we're going to do is step into something called a T-step. So it comes in. So see how this looks kind of like a little T here? Like a T, or it looks more like an L, but anyway, it's like a T shape, right? So you have a T. So from here, here's my front stance. Pour it, pour it, pour it. Release, release. And I step in, there we are. And now all we're going to do, my weight is very heavy on my left foot. Now all I do is I simply roll the weight back into the right leg, and I go into something called a cat stance. The cat stance, all of my weight is on my right foot now, and my front foot is very light. So I should be able to lift it up and just touch with the toe. So you're going from a front stance, you're moving into a T-step, and then you're rolling back into a cat stance. So we're learning, well, 2 new moves. We already know the front stance. So the cat stance, again, back leg, you should be feeling it. And it should be, you're giving that thigh a workout. So this is what's the cat part of it? Well, this is the little cat, the little pads of the cat going. I always kind of thought it was more like an elephant stance, because it's like this foot feels like a tree or an elephant. But here's the cat is moving around. All right? So now let's put everything together. So I'm in my front stance. I just threw the frisbee, patted the dog. So as I pour my weight into this right leg and step in. That's where I hold my ball. Front stance, parting the wild horse's mane. Pour it, pour it, pour it, pour it, pour it, pour it, pour it. Step in. There we go. And now, as I roll it back, that's when my hands change. Okay? Parting the wild horse's mane. Pour it in. T-step, and now roll back into the cat stance. Yes. Let's do it a couple more times. Yes, good. That back right leg should feel very heavy. Good. Excellent. Let's do the breath now. Here's your exhale. So the inhale, remember we talk about inhale is usually a transition. So here's the inhale. And now we exhale as we come back into that beautiful stance. There we are. Next week, we're going to learn about this one. This is still Stork Spreads Her Wings, but there she is actually spreading her wings. And then we go into something called brush knee push step. There, okay? Did amazing. Let's go through the whole thing up to that point. Big deep breath. Whew. Drop your bags. All right, sink down into your right foot. Step out. Float and sink. Bring the hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the left. Remember, sink it into the left. Carry to the right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to step in and out on that track. There we go. Parting the wild horse's mane. Now I come forward, pour, pour, pour. T-step. Now I roll it back. Cat stance. Yes. Let's do it one more time. Might do it a little bit faster this time so you can get more of a rhythm to it. Yes, good job. Okay, see, we are coming along, gradual, but you're doing great. I'll see you next week. Take care. Have a good one.